All right, we are live on the Coach Eli television network, YouTube, Facebook, and D Live. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight on this beautiful, amazing Wednesday evening. That's right, it's Wednesday. It is Hump Day. It is the middle of the week. That means we're halfway there towards the weekend, right? And I can't wait for the weekend. I love weekends. Let's just put it that way for right now. It is Wednesday, August 25th, 2021, the day that this live stream is being done and recorded. But if you're here watching on the replay, got a bug in my throat. Wow. Drink a little liquid there, Eli. But if you're watching this on the replay, which is what I was trying to say before that bug crawled into my throat, figuratively speaking, that is, right? There's not really a bug in my throat. There's tremendous replay value on all my shows here. This is evergreen content. And today, I have a topic that's absolutely crucial for men. But women can learn from this too, because I do cater my content to both men and women, like I always say. But a lot of times, when it seems like I'm more so focused on men, it's because I feel men are struggling much more nowadays regarding these types of topics, male and female relationship dynamics. But at the same time, ladies can learn by understanding what men are really looking for, how men feel about the modern world. And that way you ladies can make adjustments, if you'd like, to better your chances of finding that true love and happiness, which is what I preach here. Mr. Wonderful, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. How you doing, Mr. Wonderful? Have you been a part of this channel? I think you were here once before in the past, right? If I remember correctly. Mr. Wonderful, you joined August 25th, 2021. That is today. Mr. Wonderful, you are a troll. Have yourself a great day. Thanks for stopping by. We don't allow trolls here. We're a drama-free zone. We're here to truly help people that want to be helped. All right, before we get to it, let me first of all make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. And it absolutely has. Let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure it's rolling smoothly. It is. The back end of Facebook is rolling well. And D Live is rolling smoothly. And I'm sure my top moderator, Queen Helen Casey, will be here in just a few minutes to moderate the chat. Let me check out the front end of Facebook. And D Live, make sure it's rolling smoothly. Just a second, please. Here we go. And D Live, make sure it's rolling. Facebook is rolling smoothly. Let's check out D Live. All right, going to D Live right now on the phone. Here we go. Facebook is rolling smoothly. Let's check out D Live. All right. D Live right. Everything is rolling well. Everything is rolling well. All right, let's get right to it because I have a lot of information to present here tonight. And I want to keep this show to an hour and a half, 2 hours max. And that way when people watch the replay, it's not going to be too terribly long for them to sit through this information. But guys, especially for you guys out there, please watch this entire live stream. If you're not here live, watch the replay. Please share this out. I really, truly want to help as many people get the best possible grip on their lives so that way you can all accomplish whatever it is that your hearts desire. And one of the things that both men and women still even want today in this modern world is a beautiful, wonderful relationship, but they don't know how to go about it. Most people don't know how to go about it. And, there are a lot of creators on the internet, especially out here on the YouTube side of things, that have created a lot of groups and created many groups, which is what I'm trying to say. and, are catering their content to young men in their teens and their 20s and even into their 30s. And they're basically teaching these men to behave certain ways if they want the best possible shot of getting a woman in their life, or they're just saying the stove is too hot in this modern world, of feminism and radical feminism, that these guys should just withdraw and the juice is not worth the squeeze. I got to tell you folks, like I've said before, I'll say it again. To me, there is no better feeling than having an amazing woman in my life that I can enjoy my personal time with outside of work. I love to work. I work hard. I enjoy what I do. Okay. I make a good living for myself, but I also love my downtime. My downtime allows me to recharge. So that way, when I come back to doing what I do with my coaching business here, I'm more energized. And I'll tell you this, as I've gotten older, I would prefer to spend my time with a wonderful, sweet, beautiful, kind, and loving lady on the weekend and go hiking, go to nice dinners, and, snuggle up and, do all the things that couples do. I would prefer to spend my time with a wonderful woman over my friends. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my friends. I love spending time with my friends, but there's no bond you're going to feel besides the bond you feel with having a special lady or in having a special lady in your life. I know many men out there feel that way, and they're being misguided. Let's talk about the topic here. Okay, let's actually share the topic first. The topic is MGTOW, MGTOW /PUA /Manosphere men. You are being misguided. Who can you trust? One more time. MGTOW, which stands for Men Going Their Own Way, /PUA, which stands for Pickup Artists, /Manosphere men. You are being misguided. Who can you trust? Well, first of all, if you're new here, you're not going to understand what these acronyms mean or stand for. Let me explain that first real quick here. The Queen is here. Thank you for being here, Queen, and moderating the chat. We already had a clone come in here with an account that was just created today. And they had to subscribe to my channel before I went live. They were going to be here to troll, Queen, so I just banned them. So you got the chat, Queen? Looks like you do. So let me explain, what these different communities are, okay? MGTOW stands for Men Going Their Own Way. It was a group formed probably closer to 15 or 20 years ago that wanted to share with men the downside risks of dating or marrying women in the modern world. Basically due to feminism and radical feminism, women being liberated, women being independent, women not being dependent on a man for survival like they were back in the days of traditionalism. Okay? So nowadays you can date a woman, and because she doesn't need you for survival, even if everything is going great, you've been with her for a year, she can get up and leave at any minute, and she's not going to be on the street. She has her own money, her own home, her own car, right, etc., right? So, it's changed the dynamics between men and women to the point of where this group has been primarily preaching to men that the downside, here's the downside risk of dating a modern day woman, right? And they more so focus on modern day no-fault divorce laws and child custody laws, where in most cases, whether the husband or the father is better suitable to take care of the kids, the wife gets, full custody if there's a divorce, or she gets the majority of the custody. And if the husband is the breadwinner, the wife gets half of the marital assets while they were married together. So basically, if he was the breadwinner, she gets half his money. He probably has to end up paying child support, even if he's not, granted any custody at all or minimal custody, right? And, I was a part of this group about 4 years ago when I first came out here on YouTube on a former channel I used to run. That's no longer around. I shut that down a few years ago, and then I've been back on this one for almost 3 years. There were a bunch of men in that group that I came across, and I had joined some live stream panels with these guys, and they were sharing their stories, and all I heard was nothing but whining and complaining by these guys. All I heard was that, the juice is not worth the squeeze. My wife took me for half my shit. It's not worth it, and I'm a coach, right? I was on panels with these guys through other communities, especially the MGTOW community. And these guys got angry at me, and they were very bitter because they thought I was trying to sell these guys my services, and they thought that I was trying to keep these guys on what they call the plantation, which is planet Earth, to still continue attempting to date women and possibly get married. And I'll tell you, it was a surreal experience. I mean, I met some of the most angry, hateful, and bitter men I've ever come across in my life. And a lot of these guys to this day, they still troll me. They still try to attack my channel, and they still try to talk smack about me. But I really don't care, because the truth of the matter is, the way these people were behaving and representing the MGTOW community was not the proper way. They took it way out of hand. MGTOW basically, it was created just to make guys aware of modern day female nature, right? MGTOW never actually preached, from its leaders, never actually preached to not date women or withdraw from women. All they wanted to do was raise awareness and give men a fair chance at life in having what they want, whether they want to date and marry someone or not, right? So that's why I became a part of that group. But there was just a bunch of turmoil. And a lot of content creators years ago on the YouTube side of things created some very hateful channels and were very hateful and despicable with the things they said towards women. And it's like, it even got to the point of where, I was dating somebody back then. It almost affected my relationship with who I was with back then. It got me to feel a little angry and bitter at times, because I had gone through some things with some previous exes that I had worked through, but because of what these guys were saying and how strong they were coming on, they were starting to bring out those angry monkeys in me. And I don't really even have those angry monkeys. For me, if something doesn't work out, I just move on, take a little time off, recharge, and then put myself right back out there, because I want to be with a good woman. I enjoy the company of a woman, and I'm open to getting married if it's meant to be, right? So that's MGTOW. Now, PUA stands for Pickup Artist, okay? There's a community out here on YouTube that consists of guys known as pickup artists. They teach you how to pick up women, right? And I'm really not too fond of it, because they basically are teaching guys how to manipulate women to get a woman to, fall for them quickly, or to become attracted to them quickly, so that way they can bring her back to their place or go to her place and have sex, and that's it, right? On my channel here, the Coach Eli, Elias Melas channel, I don't preach one night stands. I don't preach friends with benefits. I don't preach, hookups and stuff like that. Now, if that's what you choose to do as a man or a woman, you do you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just don't cater my content to that. But if you're going to put yourself out there wanting a hookup or friends with benefits, or a one night stand or whatever, at least be honest, guys and gals, with each other. If you're a guy looking for that, put yourself out there in that way. There are apps for that, like Tinder, where you can go on, and that's what people primarily seek out there, right? And believe it or not, there are lots of women that want just that. And you'll find that, and you can actually find that quite easily. You can actually find that a lot easier than seeking a relationship. But don't sit there, guys and gals, and try to manipulate someone of the opposite sex, leading them to believe that you really like them just to get a piece of ass, and then, kick them to the curb. That's pretty messed up. And that also, if you're a guy and you do that to a woman, okay, and that happens to a woman too much, she's going to start to put her guard up. And when a good guy like me comes around to try to meet a good woman like that, she may put her guard up, towards me, thinking that I might pull that on her, even though I truly, genuinely want to get to know her. Queen says you can't trust nobody. Well, Queen, you can't think that way if you want to get somewhere. I know it's hard to trust people in this modern world, but you got to allow yourself to be vulnerable and take chances if you really want to find true love nowadays. So, yeah, there's a group of guys out here that are teaching guys, how to pick up women, how to attract women, right? Now, here's the truth of the matter. To a certain extent, even if you're looking for a genuine relationship, as a guy, you still have to have some pickup skills. I don't like to call it that, but that's what it is. You still have to be able to get the woman's attention. You still have to be able to keep her attention. If it's through online dating, you may send a few messages back and forth. And if you're feeling the energies flowing through the online message, through the app or on the internet, okay, then you want to take it to the phone as quickly as possible, get the number, give her a call as soon as possible, and have a great conversation. See how that feels. And if it feels great, then you want to meet as soon as possible after that, okay? So you have to have some type of pickup skills. You have to be a confident guy, but also you have to be a cool, well-balanced guy, not a needy, desperate, weak, or insecure guy, but not an arrogant, pompous ass. You want to be somewhere in the middle. You want to be a cool, laid-back, down-to-earth dude. I like to call it cocky, playful, funny. You want to have a great conversation with the woman, crack some jokes, see how she reacts to your jokes. See how she reacts to the conversation by phone. And if it feels right, then you say, hey, I'd like to hang out with you sometime. When are you free to get together, right? That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Interesting. Critical Mass blog. I just saw you here. You timed out somebody I banned. Was that on accident, dude? Or did somebody else come into the chat that I didn't see? That's interesting. How you doing, Critical Mass? Already banned that person and you timed them out. So, welcome to the show, bro. Thank you for being here. So that's what PUA is, okay? These PUA channels, teach men how to manipulate women to get them in the sack as quickly as possible, right? They don't preach relationships. Now, I've heard stories of men and women that are hooking up or have a friends with benefits or one night stand or whatever. And then sometimes it can lead into a relationship, but typically it doesn't, right? So I don't... Critical Mass says, I'm doing okay, beating a dead horse. Right, dude, we already banned him and you timed him out. But that's okay, bro. That's okay, bro. So yeah, again, like I said, I don't condone what the PUAs and the MGTOW, most of the MGTOW content creators are putting out there to try to help men. I feel they're doing men more of a disservice and they're misguiding men. And these guys are then going out there and treating women like crap, right? And they think that that's going to get a woman's attention. It's not about treating a woman like crap, but it's also not sucking up to a woman or kissing her ass. It's about just being a cool guy. And it's about being yourself, right? It's about just being yourself and not trying to play some pickup game or, try to, treat women like crap. So, so she feels you're more masculine. No, treating women like crap, honestly, is not masculine energy. It's just stupid. And it's just not right. Now, the third one, Manosphere men. So there's been a label going around the internet for a while now, even out here on the YouTube side of things. And the label's called the Manosphere, right? So what is the Manosphere? The Manosphere kind of, connects all of these different types of groups and content creators, from the MGTOW, men going their own way community, the pickup artist community, and any other communities, like any coaches like myself that do content on this. So we're considered a part of the Manosphere. So women have, their group, women have feminism, which is how they got their equal rights. And men have the online version of that called the Manosphere, right? So when I refer to the Manosphere, I'm talking about the men and content creators that discuss modern day female nature and how it affects men on social media, primarily out here on YouTube, which is where I've seen most of that content. So that's a little overview of what this is all about. I also want to mention something right now. I want to say hello to someone. I'm not going to mention her name. I'm not going to identify her. She's out here watching right now, and she's not going to chat. I made her aware of all the trolls and the haters, and so she's well versed on that. But I want to say hello to this amazing woman that I just connected with last night through an app. And I want to share this story to show you folks where we're at this point and why I feel this is going to be probably a really, really good thing. I have a good feeling about this person, to the point of where I invited her to watch my stream here so she can see me in high quality 1080p HD at 60 frames per second. Because we were talking earlier today and she wanted to do FaceTime or video chat on the phone. I know how crappy those, front-facing cameras are on smartphones. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do one better for you, because I do this for a living. And the last thing I want to do is do a video chat with anyone after I do an hour and a half or 2 hour, live stream regarding my business. So, ma'am, I welcome you to the show. If you want to text me on my phone and let me know that you're hearing what I'm saying, that would be great. If you're watching this on your phone and you don't have YouTube Premium, it'll probably temporarily stop the stream, and then you'll have to go back and start it again. But yeah, let me know if you can see this and hear this clearly. But folks, this is how things happen. If you're truly looking for true love and happiness, just put yourself out there. I put myself out there on this dating app. I'm not going to mention which one it is. And last night, out of the blue, and this was probably, let me take a look. Let me take a look at what time this was. This was at 12:33 a.m. And I had sent this woman a message on August 1st, 24 days before that. And she's like, I heard what you said. Holy cannoli, I'm flattered. Well, that's great that you're flattered, ma'am. I'm trying to protect your identity by not mentioning anything that can identify you. But I'm glad that you're flattered. I appreciate that. But it took her 24 days to respond. Guys, you got to message, more than one woman online. Like I said, you got to play the law of large numbers. You got to go out there and find women that you think would be a good fit and send them a message, because you don't know what's going on between the time you send them a message and if they get back to you 2 or 3 weeks later. They're probably dating some other guy. Everybody's talking to different people. And, you also don't want to get upset. You also don't want to say, hey, did you get my last message? Because that's a big turnoff. Yes, these women are getting your messages, but they've got their own lives to live. They're working. Some of them have kids, and they may be talking to a couple other guys and maybe dating one of them and seeing how it goes. So you gotta have a lot of patience, right? So last night at 12:33 a.m., I was just kicking back on my couch and was watching some Netflix, and I was going to go to bed probably a half an hour later. I get this message from this woman, and she said, "Sorry for the late reply. I'm not going to mention dating site. I took a dating site hiatus," and she put the crying out of laughter emoji twice. She also wrote, "I like that you had a lot to say. That is unlike most. I don't play games either, unless it's chess or Catan." Okay, that's great, ma'am. That's wonderful. I wrote, and I'm going to substitute ma'am instead of her name, like I always do, to protect the supposed innocent, right? Because all of you ladies are innocent, right? You're innocent until I get through with you. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. You have to have some humor, right? And when it get through with you, it'd only be the beginning with me. You would get hooked. But anyway, you got to have a little fun, be a little cocky, playful, funny, right? I'm a cocky guy. I admit that, right? That's cool, right? So I wrote, "No worries, ma'am. Life happens, and whatever is meant to be will happen naturally." Yeah, I mean, that's cool, calm, and collective. No big deal, right? "Would you like to talk by phone sometime and better get to know each other? If so, please send me your number, and I'll text you during the day to arrange our call." I was gonna talk with her today, right? So she sent me her number and was about to suggest the same. Okay, great. Smart minds think alike, right? I wrote back, "I'll text you real quick before going to bed, and I was wondering if you have a full-length picture," because she didn't have a full-length picture, right? And I'm not a picky dude or anything, right? And she looked very beautiful in her pictures, but she didn't have a full-length picture, right? I go, "I'm not picky on looks, but I'm just curious. Are you open to sending a picture, and I'll send you a text real quick right now?" And this is what some ladies do, because they when they like you, they want you to be attracted to them too. I totally get that. And she seemed really cool, right? She wrote back, "Huh, I'd have to dig through my phone to see if I have anything. I don't do a lot of selfies." Ma'am, I know you're watching. That was a bullshit response, right? And here's the thing, guys. If you're getting along with a woman, there's nothing wrong with calling her out and saying, "Yeah, that's a bullshit response," right? You know why? Because you're being real with her. You're not trying to kiss her ass. You're not trying to tell her what you think she wants you to say just to get the date and have a chance with her. You're being yourself. Again, guys, I repeat, be yourself. Be yourself. That's the best way to connect with the right woman, right? So I sent her a text. And she goes, I wrote, "Hi, it's Eli from the dating app. This is my number, just so you have it. I will text you tomorrow afternoon to arrange our call. Maybe we can talk tomorrow night. Also, feel free to send me a full picture of you if possible, like I mentioned on that. Send me a picture. She's a very beautiful woman." I wrote, "That's adorable. What are you doing up so late?" Nothing wrong with saying it's adorable, guys. Be honest and authentic. You're not sucking up to a woman or being any less of a man. If you think she's adorable, then tell her that. Now, don't say that every 5 seconds because that's annoying, right? And it'll get you friend zoned or removed. But yeah, that's adorable. What are you doing up so late? She's like, "I'm a night owl who lives off 5 hours of sleep. You?" And I'm thinking to myself, this woman's just like me. She's like the female version of me. I'm like, holy shit, this is cool, right? So I just, I'm very intuitive. I got a good feeling about her. So I wrote, same. I'm self-employed and work from home. And then I wrote, "You mind if I call you in 5 minutes for a brief call? I just get a good feeling about you." She says, "Sure." So anyway, brief call my ass. That brief call turned into like a 2+ hour phone conversation. We were up till like 2 or 3 in the morning talking. And it was really, really cool. Now I'm not gonna go into any further details beyond that. All I will say is that I was blown away at what this woman was saying and how nice she was and how open she was. You know, guys, you gotta listen to what a woman says. And if she's really into you, she's going to tell you, she may not tell you directly, but she's going to say things to you that she wouldn't typically talk about this soon or with any other guy. You know, she's going to start to share things with you. So I got that good feeling about her. I'm like, this is cool, right? And I'm just being me. I was ready to go to sleep half an hour later and out of the blue. Sometimes it happens out of the blue, guys, right? So we went to sleep. I got up about 4 or 5 hours later, and she reached out to me first at, what time was it? Like 11:43 a.m. Thanks for the awesome chat last night. She said, good morning. Thanks for the awesome chat last night. And we actually ended up talking a little bit more before I went live today because she had texted me wanting to do FaceTime. And I actually use Google Voice to manage my business and personal calls. So I don't use FaceTime, even though I do have the latest iPhone, the 12 Pro Max. Obviously, here it is, right? Here's the iPhone 12 Pro Max. All right? And it's not that, I'm not afraid to show myself. I'm not trying to catfish anyone, right? It's just that like I said, I do this for a living. And, once I'm done doing my show, I just want to dress down and relax and not have to worry about looking all nice and pretty for someone, right? I just want to hear their voice and have a great conversation. We've already seen each other's pictures, right? Why even video chat? But because she's a really nice lady and she's very communicative and I feel her energy and I think she's just really cool. I think there's really a good chance of something great happening here. I said, I'll do one better. I said, these front-facing phones, even on the latest iPhone, through these, FaceTimes or, what do you call it, Skype or what's the other one, the popular one? The one people use for conferencing. Jeez, I can't even think in my head right now. Zoom, right? You don't look that good on that front-facing camera. It kind of stretches you out a bit and makes you look all weird. I said, I'll do one better for you, right? I do, YouTube live streams almost every day. I create a lot of content. I'll send you a link. How's that? You could see me in high quality, right? Now, ma'am, if you're still watching right now, so does this satisfy your requirement? I mean, it wasn't a requirement, but you wanted to see, right? You're seeing for yourself live on the air, on YouTube, Facebook, and D Live, right? I mean, does this work for you? So she just texted me because of the 25-second delay, and she said Zoom after I remembered it. Well, thank you for that. She's paying attention. But does this work for you, ma'am? Let me know. And I'll let the audience know if this was a good idea. You see, I want this woman or any woman that I'm focused on getting to know, I want her to know everything about me, including what I do. I want her to know everything about me as soon as possible because I don't want to waste any time or waste her time, or waste any of her time to even meet up if there's something about me that's a deal breaker for her, right? And that's why I wanted to do this. And it kills two birds with one stone. She now knows what I do. And she now knows I'm a real person, not catfishing, right? Am I catfishing you, ma'am? You can tell me, right? I know you have to go and watch the whenever you text back and forth, if you're watching on the phone and you don't have YouTube Premium, it'll actually cut you off temporarily. You want to know what she said? When you come across good women and they really are into you and they like you, they don't have a problem saying it to you. Maybe this will embarrass her, but she goes, seriously, this is the best thing ever, and she's crying out of laughter. Now, that's some great sarcasm, ma'am, but sarcasm also has a lot of truth to it, and I appreciate that. At least it made her happy. And by the way, I haven't trimmed my beard in a week, so I'm not even looking my best right now. So if you're satisfied with this, ma'am, then, when I really doll myself up, then maybe that'll make you happier. No, I'm just messing around. It's all good. Let me check out the chat here real quick. We are actually at 36 minutes. I have 3 Reddit postings to go over here tonight that are absolutely just I love Reddit. I love Reddit because it's so raw and real, and it brings so much value to my content and what I discuss. But I'm going to go over one of those Reddit postings right now that's not really related to the topic, but it's something that I want to talk about. It's regarding OnlyFans. I'm sure you folks have heard of the OnlyFans story where they changed their rules because they were trying to get private funding, right? And there was a big update to the story today that many of you may have already heard, but I want to share that here because, man, it's just unbelievable what people will do today, even companies will do today to get attention, right? And, there are a lot of people on the internet and everyone's fighting for everyone's attention, so I can understand why people do this. I'm just not too fond of it. So I'm going to go over to the browser source right now and show you that. Let's switch on over. And this is from my absolute favorite subreddit, Female Dating Strategy, FDS. Just kidding. I make fun of the Female Dating Strategy subreddit because a lot of these women in here are just very, very angry and bitter and jaded, right? And they're like man haters, right? But I've joined this group because I want to keep up with, what these women are saying and doing. And every so often you'll get a really good woman in here, like going against what they're saying. And it's just interesting how these women, respond to each other. It's almost like a digital cat fight, right? It's like a digital cat fight. It's hilarious. But anyway, let me scroll up here a little bit. And the posting that was shared in the Female Dating Strategy FDS subreddit was titled, "It Was Too Good to Be True." I can't look at my phone. This woman is texting me and I'm getting distracted. Man, you can text me. I'll get to it when I can. It was too good to be true. This was a tweet of the OnlyFans site. And it reads like this. "Thank you to everyone for making your voices heard. We have secured assurances necessary to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the planned October 1st policy change where they wouldn't allow full nudity and sex and all that, like a porn. It's like a porn site for the average everyday creator. And a lot of women are on OnlyFans making $1 million+ per month, squeezing out the pocketbooks of thirsty, beta males, thirsty, insecure beta males that, feel that these women that they're paying all this money to is going to be their girlfriend or wife just because these guys are paying these women money. Like I'm not really big on this type of content, but that's what made OnlyFans. OnlyFans stands for inclusion, and we will continue to provide a home for all creators, even the ones that are doing like live on your platform. So the bottom line is, OnlyFans, you sell virtual sex on camera, right? And full nudity and all that stuff, right? You even go anywhere near trying to do that on YouTube, and they'll immediately shut your channel down. You won't even get a strike on that. You just get your channel shut down, right? So let me read a few of the comments here and see what the people said, because there was one comment that really stood out to me when I looked at this earlier. I just feel bad for anybody that believed this. It really just reeks of outrage marketing now. I'm going to give you a big round of applause. I feel the same. Yeah, absolutely. This was a total marketing ploy. When I first heard about this, I thought OnlyFans was suspending activity altogether. Then after seeing they were supposedly only removing adult content, I was like, sure, Jan. Yeah. That's what made OnlyFans. That's their bread and butter. I never believed it in the first place. Yeah, no way they were going to go through with it knowing where the majority of their profit is produced. Right. They would have either had to admit the site was done or keep adult content up. No surprise what they choose. Got to satisfy those investors, right? This was all a bunch of crap. This platform does not need investors. They make enough money, more than enough money, from the thirsty beta males that are just very insecure within themselves. They put women on a pedestal. They kiss a woman's ass. Nothing wrong with being good to your woman, but a woman doesn't want you to put her on a pedestal or kiss her ass. She just wants you to be a good dude. She wants you to be real, right? And these women know that the majority of men in this world, about 97% of them, are thirsty beta males that they can manipulate through, digital video and get these guys to open up their pocketbooks, right? I think it's really pathetic. Now, granted, here's the thing. Ladies, you can do whatever you want to do. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Women can do whatever they want to do. Men can do whatever they want to do. If you want to take off your clothes and have sex on camera or anything like that, that's on you. But it's also up to me whether I want to respect you or not, right? And to be quite frank, is just my opinion. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in general. I just personally would not respect or be able to trust any woman that does this type of work for a living. It's sad, but there's a market for it. There's a huge market for it. Yeah, the lady that's watching behind the scenes was telling me about Boris representing OnlyFans and stuff like that. There's more to the story. I'm just giving you the gist of it here. That basically they are not suspending, the creators. They're not, or well, they're suspending the new rule change that was going to be happening in October, right? Now look what this next person said here. This was all clearly a publicity stunt. And that's the last thing I'm going to read here, okay? Clearly this was a publicity stunt, in my opinion, okay? Why did they come out and say they're going to get rid of adult content, right? What happened the moment they did that? Every creator on YouTube, including myself, we made a video on it. Everyone on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, you name it, Instagram, everyone was talking about the OnlyFans changes, right? When everyone talks about a company, good, bad, or indifferent, that's free publicity. Free publicity. OnlyFans now just got exposed to probably 10 times as many people as were exposed to it before that, right? That's what happened, right? And so they let it ride for what was it, a month or so, I think, maybe a month and a half. I don't know. I think it was a month and a half ago when they first, announced that, right? Maybe 2 months, right? And now all of a sudden they come out and they say that we're just going to leave things the way they are. We've secured, what did they say up here? We have secured assurances. They were also saying that MasterCard and some credit card companies, some credit card processing companies were not going to allow the transactions to go through. I think that's a bunch of BS as well, too. Why would MasterCard, Visa, and other credit card companies, stop transactions from a business that's going to give them a large amount of business? Visa and MasterCard, they get what, like 1 to 3% of all transactions, right? And with the amount of money going through OnlyFans, why would Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, or any other credit card company, why would they shoot themselves in the foot like that, right? It was all a big joke, in my opinion, a big sham, a scam, right? Just to get free publicity. And now they're saying we have secured assurances, right? Now, OnlyFans, I believe, is in like the UK or somewhere. It's in some other country. Like, let me take a look real quick. I'm not going to show this on the screen. I believe they're in the UK. They're located in London. Yeah. They're based in London. Okay. So again, we have secured assurances to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the planned October 1st policy change. All right. What does this compare to? I'm going to mention one more thing before I go on my first break, then I'm going to come back and have 2 other amazing Reddit postings to go over. You're not going to want to miss these. They're really, really good. Okay. Guys and gals, you'll get a lot of value from this. When I was growing up, before we got high-speed internet, let me actually go back to full screen and do this over there. When I was growing up, and we all had dial-up internet back in those days, and there were a couple of internet providers. There was Prodigy, and then there was AOL. AOL was the big one, right? How many of you out there remember AOL, America Online, right? America Online would charge you $9.95 for 5 hours of online time, and then $2.95 each additional hour after that, right? And then after a few years, because some other dial-up providers started offering unlimited internet access for $20, AOL had to do the same thing, right? And AOL was a big company already making a lot of money, right? And they could have prepared better for what was up next, the unlimited plan, right? So what did they do? They launched a $19.99 or $20 per month unlimited plan, right? And what happened? People were getting busy signals because there weren't enough modems to connect all the computers. Because back in those days, you had to dial into another computer and there had to be an individual modem on both sides. The company side, the website, side, and, your side has to connect through a modem, right? And because so many people got busy signals, the media scrutinized America Online for 6 months, every single day. What do you think that did to America Online's profitability and member base? It skyrocketed through the roof, right? Have you folks heard of the phrase, bad publicity is good publicity, all publicity is good? Now, I would prefer to prevent bad publicity, but the truth of the matter is exposure, right? And AOL was the big thing back then. Everybody wanted to be on there. So whether they had, a glitch or this was all staged, which is what I think happened, right? People wanted to be there. And the media scrutinizing them because this is what the media does. The media puts the hot stories out there. It's going to sell them commercials. The media doesn't care about what's happening with AOL. They care about what's going to get you to tune in so they can sell, more commercial spots, right? That's what it's all about, right? And then AOL was saying, we're in progress of building 3 huge database centers with more modems all over the country and all over the world. And, be patient with us. We're getting there, right? Right. Next thing you know, they fixed everything and it was all good. And their membership base, I believe, doubled or tripled. So that's exactly what I feel that OnlyFans did. They did the same exact thing there. She goes, sorry, but there are actual boards representing shareholders for porn sites, OnlyFans. Yeah, but here's the thing. When you go public, and you're looking for investors, right? You lose a certain amount of control. If you're a private company, I believe OnlyFans is a private company, okay? Yeah. I believe OnlyFans is a private company. When you're a private company, you have way more control than, if you go public. American Dream with the $5 super chat on the YouTube side. American Dream, how you doing, brother? The other day while I was drinking a lot of alcohol. Okay, American Dream. Honestly, I'm not here to talk about any drama. And I wonder if that's even actually you. All right, look, I'm not here to talk about any drama, American Dream. I appreciate your 2 $5 super chats, bro. But I'm gonna remove your message. I'm not gonna block you because I think that's actually you. I don't want any drama here, American Dream, and you already know that. And you paid me money to spew out drama on my live stream. I do not appreciate that. Okay? So, Dream, I apologize. If you want a refund on your super chats, let me know. I'll send it to you through Cash App. Well, American Dream, you have my phone number and you can call me and keep this stuff off my channel. You know that, bro, and you disrespected that. And I'm cool. We're still friends. You're a moderator here. You're a channel member and you just donated $10 to the channel. But, bro, I don't want any drama on my channel at all. Period. End of story. American Dream Mike, you have my phone number. Reach out to me later tonight or tomorrow, and we will talk. No worries, bro. Well, bro, you don't need to be embarrassed, bro. It's just, man, come on, dude. You're in your early 50s, bro. I'm in my late 40s. We don't need any of this crap, dude. We don't. He's like, you're right, coach. I stand corrected. I apologize, and I will not make that mistake ever again. Well, you're giving these people attention now, Dream, and so am I, and I don't want to. You can talk with me after the show ends, Mike. Text my damn phone, and we'll talk. I'm your friend. We've been on panels together before. You're a good guy. Why would you not text me when you have my number, dude? Come on, bro. I don't know if Verizon bought AOL. I'm getting a message behind the scenes. I haven't kept up with it. And to be honest, I really don't care. But I mean, I can look it up later. It's not a big deal. But anyway. All right, folks, I'm going to step away for a quick break and play some royalty-free YouTube music. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. The second half of the show has some good stuff. I'm going to be going to the subreddit dating_advice. And somebody made a posting 16 hours ago titled, Men Need to Stop Listening to Pickup Artists, Red Pill, and the Manosphere for Dating Advice. This caught my attention when I was going through my feed earlier today. I had to make the topic this. Okay? I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. And after that, I'm going to be throwing in something else here. Very interesting. That's not really related to the title, but it's relationship related. It's from the subreddit relationship_advice. And the topic is, girlfriend wants to shave her hair off and said physical attractiveness has 0% value. Are you kidding me? Girlfriend wants to shave her hair off and said physical attractiveness has 0% value. I disagree with that. I think it has about 25% value in attraction for something to work between a man and a woman. The other three aspects equally sharing 25%: mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. All four equally important. All four have to be there. But see, the majority, like a lot of women and men, they value physical attraction 100%. Now, the truth of the matter is, you don't have to be the most gorgeous man or woman on the planet, but there has to be at least some physical spark, despite what you look like, between both sides for something to work. That's why I value it at 25%. But 0%, and this chick wants to shave her head, I can't wait to get to that one. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be interesting. So let me cue up some royalty-free YouTube music. American Dream, channel member and moderator, is laughing at that, right? Dream, would you date a chick with a shaved head? Like, here's the thing. If she, let's say, she had some type of birth defect or something that, didn't allow her to grow hair, different story. I'm not going to hold that against a woman. That's messed up, right? But if she has beautiful long hair and looks all feminine and now wants to shave her head off, like, I wasn't blessed with the best hair, so I shaved my head off. But I'm a dude. Like, dudes look cool with a bald head. We look like Mr. Clean, right? Queen Helen Casey in the chat says, Jesus, take the wheel, please. Oh, my God, yeah. Don't make me sing right now, Queen. It's all good. Dream says, shaved head? No. Yeah, that would not be attractive, dude. That would not be attractive at all. Anyway, we'll get to that after the break. All right, folks, we're going to queue up some royalty-free YouTube music. We'll step away for about an 8 or 9 minute break, something like that. All right. It's almost set here. I'm going to lead in back with my favorite song here because I'm in a really good mood tonight. I'm in a really, really good mood. All right. Music is all queued up. Like I said, I'm going to step away for a quick break, and we return. When we return, we're going to get to those two Reddit postings. And, man, they're interesting. So stick around. Stick around. Stick around. We'll be right And my favorite song from the YouTube audio library is coming right up. It's Ethan Mixel, Double Helix. Yeah, baby. Feel it. Energy up. Energy up. Energy up. Energy up. Yeah. Love it. I love it. I love it. You know what? I may be 47 years old, but I'll whoop all of you. I'll whoop all of you. Yeah. Woo. Like one guy used to say, settle down, coach. You have a show to run. Settle down, coach. You have a show to run. Oh, yeah. Yes. American Dream, stick around. I got a message from you. It's good. All right? I'm going to talk about some things here in just a second before I get back to it. But first, let's do the re-intro. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on the Coach Eli Television Network, primarily broadcasting live on YouTube at youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. We're also simulcasting live on Facebook and D Live. If you want to get more than just the live stream simulcast from my studio, you're going to have to come over to YouTube. I do occasional mobile live streams from my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I also have members-only content and other pre-recorded videos. If you want to get everything, you're going to have to come over to YouTube, subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications, and you won't miss anything. Now, let's let Ethan Mixel finish this up and lead us back into a great second segment. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. My God. Ma'am, I'm not a dork, but I appreciate that. It's all good. I can take it. I'm a cool dude. I love myself. And you should love yourself too. That's the key to happiness, right? The key to happiness is first loving yourself deep within, right? Loving yourself deep within. Wake up every morning, look at your mirror and say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. 5 freaking times, right? And then you go out into the universe and anyone you encounter, you're going to feel so good that that positive energy is going to radiate off to the other people. Now, you don't go up to other people and say, hi, hey, ma'am, my name is Eli. It's nice to meet you. I love myself, so you should love me too. No, you don't say that. You just feel it deep within, right? Like, see, when a woman calls you a dork, it means she likes you. It's code word for like, oh, you're cool, dude, right? Translation, right? You see, like I told you, ma'am, on the phone earlier today, and I said this before to anyone, if you come at me, I'm going to come at you 10 times harder. That's just the way it goes, right? It is what it is. Anyway, I won't let you distract me anymore. All right, folks, the topic today is MGTOW, men going their own way, / PUA, pickup artists, / Manosphere men. You are being misguided. Who can you trust? One more time, MGTOW, / PUA, / Manosphere men. You are being misguided. Who can you trust? Well, I'm not expecting people to automatically trust me, right? It's up to you who you want to trust, right? But you have to, dig deep and really try to figure out who has your best interest in their head and heart. And I honestly have everyone's best interest in my head and heart. You know, I don't force people here to do anything. I don't force people to use my services. I don't force people to donate. If people like you, they like you. If they get to know, like, and trust you, and you know, they feel you're a decent person, yeah, they're going to trust you. What I will say, though, like I mentioned there in the first part, there are a lot of content creators out here that are just looking to make money off of you, get more views, which will get them more ad revenue because they're monetized channels just like mine, etc. Right? You have to really look at the value that you're getting from something before you spend your money. And even if you don't spend money, if you don't spend any money, right? You know, you have to look at the value of, you know, what's it doing for you in the real world? Has following these other people made your life better? Made it easier to get a girlfriend and find the right woman? Or has it put you more in a dark state, right? Think about that, right? I'm all about positivity over here. Now, you know, things come up in life. Things happen. I'm going to talk about a few things right now before I get to these other subreddits. American Dream. I'm going to first mention about you, what you mentioned earlier. I deleted those super chats. The money's still there, but I deleted the messages. But I will address you on that because I do want to help you, and I do want to make a point here, right? Before I get to that, I forgot to put it on the screen that you gave me two $5 super chats for a total of $10. So let's start the channel donations tonight at $10. And let me go over to the browser screen and light it up on the bottom left there. Okay, back to full screen. I'm a dork, huh? Well, ma'am, we'll see how much of a dork I am when we meet up in person. I'm going to ask you that after certain other activities, ma'am. You could put two and two together and figure that out on your own. American Dream, here's the thing, right? You're still, you know, feeding into drama with people that I used to try to create content with, that I thought were initially good people and were people that wanted to collaborate fairly and equally. These people that you're still associating with don't give a damn about you. All they care about is how many views they can get, how many donations they can get, how much money they can make at anyone's expense, including yours. And you continue to give them that, bro, right? And I don't even really want to be talking about this right now because this is giving them more attention than they even deserve. But I want to make a point again, American Dream. You know, ignore them cold turkey. If they use your content, stop flagging them down for copyright. Let them use your content. Let them use your content. Let them talk about you. Let them do whatever they want to do. You move on and do you. And ignore them cold turkey. Until you do that, bro, you have two options. Your two options are you stop feeding into them, let them do what they're going to do, don't fight them, and do your own thing, ignore them, or get off of YouTube, and then you have no problems, right? Those are your two choices. Now, you love YouTube, American Dream, just like I do. And it's a great platform to promote a business like mine. I think you're right. We can talk in private. I need to update you. Well, dude, you got to call me. Reach out to me. Dude, I'm a phone call away. Text me first. So, you know, in case I'm in the middle of something else, like talking to a beautiful, sweet lady, and then I'll call you back afterwards. Or we can talk tomorrow. But just reach out to me, bro. The bottom line is this, dude. It's all a game to these people, bro. They're all desperately seeking attention, right? And when you keep talking about them or flagging them down, you give them more content that feeds their pathetic, immature, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable drama audience, bro. You want to make a statement, an impact, do what I've been doing. Ignore them, ban them, get rid of them, right? Now, one more thing I want to discuss here, because I'm all about transparency and being honest. And this woman, I believe, is still watching behind the scenes. Ma'am, I'm going to share something with you here that I was going to talk about with you tonight anyway. And I've kind of told you a little bit about this anyway. I've been on this YouTube platform for almost probably 5 years now, between a former channel I used to run that I shut down a few years back, and then I restarted this one almost 3 years ago. I'll share more about why I shut it down privately with you, because I've shared it many times on the air, and most people that watch me have already heard this story and be a repeat. But here's the thing. These same people that one of my moderators here, who's also a channel member, American Dream, his name is Mike, these same people that he's still going toe-to-toe with, right, are the same people I used to try to collaborate with in a positive way before I found out their true colors, right? And I used to join a lot of panels with these people, and these people would intentionally trigger myself and people like American Dream and other people. They would intentionally trigger us because they understood social media and the YouTube game better than I did at that point. And they triggered us to say certain things that we didn't mean. And I'm coming out and saying I'm not proud of some of the things I said about certain people in the past, but I didn't mean them. I was triggered. I'll be honest. I very rarely, if ever, lose my shit, but I lost my shit with these people, right? Because it was something unlike anything I've ever seen before, and I just wanted to run my channel, right? I'm a human being. I make mistakes, right? Now, there was a troll that came into the chat here, and he created a name saying, check out other videos on Coach Eli that we've made on him where he's talking smack about other people, right? Here's the thing, man. If you want to waste your time going all over YouTube and searching for all the crap that these people have mashed together to talk smack about me and other people, because these are insecure, weak-minded, pathetic losers. And I hate to even, I hate to even be that mean, but it's the truth. If you want to go and search for all that content, man, be my guest. People make mistakes. People say things they don't mean, right? And here's the thing I'm going to say to the court of public opinion out there, okay? If you guys want to continue trying to ruin my life or try to ruin American Dream's life or whatever, you're only ruining your own life. You're only ruining yourself. You're only making yourself look more pathetic than you already are. And that's the truth of the matter, right? I want to be open and honest and transparent. Okay? And it's kind of sad to me that I haven't even talked about these people in ages, yet they still troll me every day, and they're looking for every single little thing that I try to accomplish in my life, and they try to knock it down, right? One hell of an insecurity, right? One hell of a projection, right? Right? These are grown people, grown men in their 40s and 50s, sitting on their ass at home on their computer, trolling other grown men that want to truly help people like myself. It's pretty fucking pathetic. It really is. It really is. American Dream, I just got your text. Huh. Mike, let me say something to you, American Dream, real quick. If you took action, American Dream, to protect your content, and it came at the cost of these people's channels going down, that's their problem for putting themselves in that position, right? If other people use your content, American Dream, you're allowed to file copyright strikes. I don't do it anymore because it's not even worth my time. And if they want to create content on me and use my content, I could care less. The people that actually like me and support me are going to be here, right? Right? And again, Dream, when you file copyright strikes, they make content out of you filing copyright strikes. If you take a shit, these people will talk about it, right? If you urinate, they'll talk about it. If you breathe in the fresh air, Dream, they'll talk about it. They'll make content out of it, Dream. It's pathetic. The only thing you can do is ignore them completely. That's it. That's it. Period. End of story. End of story. All right. So again, nobody's perfect, folks. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And some of us can move on. Others aren't able to move on. The people that aren't able to move on and they try to troll and make others' lives miserable, you ignore those people and continue moving on, creating your own greatness. All right, folks, let's get back over to the browser screen and let's get to the next Reddit here. This is from the subreddit dating_advice. And the title, once again, is Men Need to Stop Listening to Pickup Artists, Red Pill, and the Manosphere for Dating Advice. Let's read this here. These sites claim to increase your confidence, make you more alpha, and promote complete, nonsensical scientific claims about all women. That is true. These guys also project their insecurities and, they're angry and they're bitter because it just didn't work out with their wife. And then they blame the woman for everything, but they don't own up for their part in it, right? Like, listen, I'm not saying women are saints, right? But I'm also not going to sit here and allow guys to get away with stupid shit, right? Both men and women do stupid things, right? But a lot of these guys just never own up to their part of what caused the divorce. They just project their insecurities, right? Because they're not real men. They're emotionally unstable. They're weak. They're immature. They're insecure. And these are guys in their 40s and 50s. That's pathetic for grown-ass men to behave that way. Women really just want to be loved and happy like everyone else. True. They aren't villains. I agree. Some of them are, but a lot of them are not. Same with men. Some men are villains too. And some are not. They aren't all cheaters or gold diggers looking for something better. That is true, but a lot of them are. You just have to weed them out. And men are like that too. These sites are a business, much like anything else relating to dating advice. Unfortunately, it is all effing wrong. True. Being an asshole to women, Being an asshole to women and trying to act tough around women is cringy as fuck and will not help you if you're a nice guy. Well, I like to say good guy because the nice guy's finished. Last stigma is just that, right? Okay? You don't want to be an asshole to women, but don't suck up to them and kiss their ass at the same time. You want to be well balanced. Be a cool, decent, down-to-earth dude. Don't stop being nice to people, male or female. Kindness is such an undervalued attribute, particularly today. That's because we live in a social media world where people are thirsty for instant gratification, right? If you've been friend-zoned, yes, you may have to evaluate some things such as hygiene, that's true, neediness, that's absolutely true, and your confidence, that's very true, that's important, very important. But it doesn't mean you have to be something you're not. Right, be yourself, guys. That's what's going to get the right woman to come into your life. Confidence is not being a roided out gym rat that is narcissistic. That's a good point. Hell, you can be awkward, but if you know who you are and own it, like I just owned everything. I put everything out there. I got nothing to hide, right? Who gives a fuck? Women and all people dig people that are themselves. Right. Guys, understand this one thing. Women and all people dig people that are themselves. Working on your self-worth and evaluating yourself does not mean being someone else. Right? You pretend to be somebody else. Right? Even if you get away with it, you have to keep pretending that facade forever, right? And it's hard to remember things that actually didn't happen. At some point, your woman's going to catch you and you're going to be out. So just be you. Then you have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Working on your self-worth and evaluating yourself does not mean being someone else. Be you, just make some refinements. Always try to improve and better yourself. Nothing more to add to that. Perfectly stated. There's no perfect way to get a girl. That's true. Sometimes it just happens. Like it happened last night overnight with this woman. And she's cool. I like her. Right? And I'm being open and honest with her. I'm telling her everything about me because I don't want there to be any secrets that pop up 3 months down the road, right? That's why I had her watch my show tonight. I shared lots of other things here with her. I want her to accept me for me and everything that comes along with me. If she does, that's awesome because I'm going to accept her for who she is, right? We're being ourselves, getting to know each other, being transparent, right? All women are different. Yes, all of them, like anyone. They all have their preferences. Sure, some women are going to be more picky than others, right? You got to just find one that's going to gel with you and you gel with her. And it's not going to happen right away. It'll happen when you least expect it out of the blue, right? Do a lot of women physically like a muscular man that's conventionally attractive? Sure, just like most men like women that are similar. But guess what? That doesn't mean they all want or need that type of person, which is valid across both sexes. I'm not saying I'm GQ. I'm not. I'm an average, everyday, decent, okay-looking guy, right? I'm humble, too, right? I love who I am, but I know I'm not like a Brad Pitt, and some women think Brad Pitt's ugly, right? But I love what I see in the mirror, and I love who I am. And what's more important than my average everyday looks, I take care of myself as best as possible, is the attitude and personality I have to bring to the table. That's the difference right there. That's what this guy's saying here in this posting. Beautiful people can actually become gross if their personality is dog shit. Right. Right. I've had some very, very attractive women want to go out with me. Women that are 9s or 10s on the attraction scale, right? Gorgeous women. But their attitudes? No thank you. I want none of that. I don't care how hot a woman is. If she's not sweet and loving, a great conversationalist with a great personality, if she's not respectful, right? Goodbye. I don't care how hot you are. Alpha beta male theory is a fallacy. No, I disagree with you, bro. The alpha beta male thing is absolutely correct, dude. And this is the one thing I'll disagree with you on. Quit comparing yourself to others and start comparing yourself to you. In essence, dude, you're trying to basically make the beta males feel like, hey, don't worry about this alpha beta male thing, right? It doesn't really exist. Well, the truth of the matter is it does exist. But you're trying to get them to believe it doesn't exist so they can change themselves and be more alpha, right? And being alpha doesn't mean being a rude jerk, right? Or an arrogant, pompous ass. It means just being confident and secure within yourself and being yourself, period. Period. Life isn't fair. It doesn't always give us the best genes, Go work your ass off, highlight your strong points, and build on your weak ones. Continue getting a little bit better each and every day. Understand that you have no control. You are a meatball on a spinning globe, circling a ball of fusion that can incinerate you at any moment. Nothing is for certain. You only will ever gain a sense of control when you understand you have no control. Right. Don't focus on controlling things that are out of your control. Focus on what you can control, and the things you can't control that you want to accomplish, take risks, and eventually you'll get there. But part of getting there is being the real you, being who you are, so that way people you encounter are going to see the real you, and you'll know if you both gel or not. Just be you. understand that you have no control. You are a meatball on a spinning globe, circling a ball of fusion that can. I already read that. Okay. Nothing is for certain. You will only ever gain a sense of control when you understand you have no control. This will set you free and help you feel less insecure, needy. That's a huge point. This will set you free and help you feel less insecure, needy. Lastly, be kind to yourselves. Men offer so much value to the world. We do, but so do women. Men and women both bring value in different ways. We're very unique, and we both bring value to the table. Men and women were made to work best together as a team. You can be full of hate and anger, or you can manifest joy and happiness. The choice is yours. Don't let this toxic masculinity destroy the value you bring to this life. All of these groups I was talking about tonight, okay? The MGTOW, the PUA, the overall Manosphere for the most part, a lot of these creators that talk about this, okay, they are clearly the definition of a toxic man that these women are talking about. Okay? Most men are not toxic. The ones that are bitter and angry and can't get over the past and work through it after a certain point of time, a reasonable amount of time, they are the toxic people, right? So think twice before you follow and support people like that, because if you follow and support people like that, you're going to fall into their trap, and then you're going to end up being that way. And instead of progressing, which is why you started following these people in the first place, you're going to be going backwards. You're going to go the other way. You're going to get worse. All right. I'm going to read a few comments here before I get to the last posting. And let me check the chat here real quick first. All right, we have nothing happening on Facebook or D Live. Give me a second here. Okay. Let's see. American Dream says, believe it or not, I am a member of a subreddit dating site. No joke. Join Match.com, bro. Maybe Hinge. Try it out. I'd say Match is probably the best one. Dream says, you're right. If I could be myself with a beautiful lady, I would feel so secure. Well, Dream, if you continue coming out here publicly on YouTube and other places and say you're insecure, bro, you're never going to get anywhere. There's not a woman on the planet that is going to give an insecure man the time of day. Unless you have a lot of money and she's desperate for survival, then she'll use you for that, but it won't be real, bro. American Dream says, hashtag exactly, just be yourself. Right. Absolutely. All right. You shouldn't be so focused on finding someone that getting girls becomes your entire personality. What good does it bring you following pickup artists and being exposed to things like that? I agree. I was talking about that during the first part of the show. I agree. I have nothing more to add to it. I agree with original poster. Do the basics like hygiene, health, which are, by the way, things you should be doing for your daily life, not just to get girls. Yeah, you should take care of yourself for yourself, not for a woman. Okay? Be yourself, right? Now, granted, there may be, when you start seeing a woman, every now and then you might, doll yourself up a little extra, right? And put a little extra effort into it. And that's okay. But you should always be looking good, smelling good, and feeling good, right? Okay? Be yourself and maybe go to therapy. Or you can contact me. I'm a coach. I'll help you much cheaper and probably have more experience with this stuff than the therapists do. Therapists are going to give you a different level of support. I'll give it to you straight based on experience. I think everyone should do that because we all have some sort of traumas we're dealing with in our own weird ways. Everybody has, baggage and issues to a certain extent, right? but most of us are able to work through it and even talk about it, right? We've all had past experiences. We've all been through things, right? We've all done things we're not proud of, right? You see, when getting to know a woman, it's not about what you've done. It's about, have you worked through it, and are you transparent and open and upfront about it, right? Because if you want a woman to trust you, you have to be honest from the very beginning and continue being open and honest. The moment that you betray a woman's trust, you will never, ever get it back. Ever. I'd say a large portion of these pickup artists are not focused on getting girls. They're focused on feeling a sense of power or control. And I'll add one more thing to that, commenter. They're looking to just extract money from you. They're looking to make money. And guys, you're going to get no value out of it. You're not going to get any value off of it at all. Like, I can make a girl want me, but really that's fucked up logic. Well, you might be able to manipulate her to get a one-night stand, but what good's that going to be, right? Why would you want to do that? Why not just be yourself and let the right one just be naturally attracted to you, right? I'm sure some dudes who too desperately want a relationship buy into this BS. Yeah, that's where these people cater their content to. They cater their content to the beta males, the extremely vulnerable and gullible men, which is where they cater this to. They take advantage of these people, leading them to believe that if they do this, and that, they're going to get somewhere. Instead of helping them by uplifting them like I do, helping them build their confidence, helping them love themselves, and not being as thirsty and needy. Go out there and make something out of yourself. Focus on your purpose as a man. When you make something out of yourself, women will be naturally attracted to you because you're not making women your purpose. Women are not your purpose. Your purpose is what defines you. It's what you do for a living and what defines you. Your woman does not define you. Your woman is an additional enhancement to your life like you are to her, right? But she's not your purpose. Make a woman your purpose and see how long that relationship lasts. Okay? And then they come here and recommend that book to us and say we shouldn't argue unless we've seen what the person has got to say. They're trying to sell you something. They're trying to sell you a pipe dream. This is perhaps the boy version of MLMs, the Boromid, he meant to say pyramid scheme, right? Multi-level marketing. Yeah, most of them are pyramid schemes. Exactly. Pyramid scheme? You guys can't even, it's called pyramid scheme. They can't even spell it right. I watch clips of courses. They quite literally recommend that men rape women. No, don't do that. That's stupid. It'll get you in jail. And it's not a good thing. It's just messed up. There are even clips of pickup artists actually physically assaulting women as a win. As a woman, it made me incredibly sick to my stomach. And man, it makes me incredibly sick that men would do that to you or other women. And I'm a guy. That makes me really sick. Yeah, a lot of them seem put off by the idea of sex. It's a status symbol to them. Well, I don't know why you're saying that. You know, men and women both like sex, and if they want to do it, they'll do it, right? That didn't make a whole lot of sense there. I'm going to read one more here to get to the final Reddit posting. Agreed with this. Once a man really does transform his confidence, all the tactics and suggestions those guys espouse go out the window. And there's good reason for that. They try to describe what confidence looks like in some men, in some situations, and prescribe those observations as universal law. Well, they're trying to make money off of you. They're basically trying to do what the women are doing on OnlyFans by getting naked and doing other things on camera, making money from the men. These men are trying to do the same thing to these same men, but saying this is how you actually get those women by doing this, right? And they put them down some extended program, which never works. So these guys keep coming back thinking one day it's going to work until they realize a year or two later after they spend 5-10 grand on this person that it's a scam. That's what it is. Well, guess what? A confident man may be dismissive of the people he doesn't find interesting in a bar, but he won't be that way at his grandmother's house. I agree. Well, I want to hang around people that are like-minded and positive. If you're bringing drama into my life, I'm gonna eliminate you right away. Absolutely right away. Let's see. I'm curious to know, are you still watching, ma'am, or did you have to step away? I'm just kind of curious on that. You can text me if you'd like. If not, we'll just talk later. All right. A confident man may never drop his gaze below the horizon line unless he's playing with kids or speaking with someone shorter. A confident man may speak in an assertive voice unless he's comfortable, unless he's comforting someone in pain. Okay, that's true. Like I speak in a very assertive way, but I'm also very laid back. Like if I'm with a sweet woman in a relationship and we're snuggling in bed, I'm not going to be talking like this. I'm going to be nice and look, I'm a good dude. I know when to be assertive and when to be soft and sweet and snuggly and all that, right? You guys have to learn how to balance yourselves out for the situation. It should happen naturally. For me, it happens naturally. But for you guys that need a little more hand-holding, I can help you figure it out. Confidence is the ability to act appropriately by your own definition as the situation's circumstances dictate. And it is a lot easier to build than to try to predict based on memories of what it looks like in others. Ironically, these guys are taking classes on how to remain under dominant forever in letting other people tell them how to act. Well, again, like I said, these pickup artists, which is what you're talking about here, I assume, are trying to sell you a pipe dream, and they know it's a pipe dream, right? And it works for them because either A, number one, they're good, very good-looking guys that most women will just pay attention to them based on their looks, or number two, they have women staged to make it appear like their pickup artistry is working on camera. You have to understand a lot of this stuff is staged. And she's still watching. Ma'am, I'm actually really impressed that you're still watching. I appreciate that. TLDR, there is no surer way to remain a beta male than to accept mentorship from a sheep in wolf's clothing. I could not have said it better myself. Guys, you don't need to sit there and do all this pickup BS. You don't need to sit there and follow MGTOW creators that are angry and bitter because their wife divorced them for not being a good man, right? And just being a provider financially doesn't make you a good man. A good man not only provides, does his part nowadays, because women are working too, they're liberated, right? They're independent, right? A good man not only provides his part financially, he's there for emotional support. He's there to take his woman out on dates and weekend getaway trips. You got to date and court your woman and take her out and have fun with her. Go hiking with her, go to nice dinners, get nice hotel rooms, take nice drives. And if you don't enjoy doing that, then why the hell are you dating a woman or married in the first place? I would never want to be with a woman that I couldn't enjoy those things with, right? But these guys are angry and bitter and saying that my wife divorced me because me just providing for her wasn't good enough. Dude, you think you can just go to work and then come home and have your wife serve you food and then maybe just do something to your lower region with her lips, and then you go to sleep and you don't give her any romance, or you don't cook for her at times or take her out at times? What the hell do you guys expect, right? So why are you guys following creators that are angry and bitter because they haven't owned up to the fact that they screwed things up, right? Or maybe they can't accept the fact that, they're insecure, or maybe they gained a lot of weight, or maybe they stopped taking care of themselves in the ways they were initially taking care of themselves that attracted their wife or girlfriend in the first place. All right. let's go to the final Reddit posting here. And before I get to that, I'm going to check out the chat real quick. American Dream. Did you just come in under the American Dream Fan 7.5 channel? Was that you? If that was you, can you come back in on the channel with your mod wrench and let Queen know? Because Queen banned it. We're thinking it's a troll. But let us know, Dream, you got to let us know the channels that come into the chat are you from a known account. Because, like, I have a lot of security on my channel, but some things will slip every now and then. So let us know, brother. All right. Let me check out Facebook real quick. Facebook and DLive are clear. All right, let's get to the final Reddit posting here. We're going to be going off the air, folks, probably in about 15 to 20 minutes. So get your questions, comments, and concerns in right now. And I'll check out the chat a couple more times before I go off the air. All right, this is a filler here. I want to just throw this in here because this does not have to do with the topic directly, but it has to do with dating and, you know, what you should put up with as a man and not, right? This is from the subreddit relationship_advice. And the topic is, girlfriend wants to shave her hair off and said physical attractiveness has 0% value. One more time. Girlfriend wants to shave her hair off and said physical attractiveness has 0% value. I disagree with that. I mentioned what I felt earlier. It has about 25% value, along with 3 other things. Mental, emotional, and spiritual have 25% value each for a total of 100%. Mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, 25% each. Equally valued, right? That's a normal, healthy way to look at things, right? Let's read this posting here. This post is more about the fact she said physical attraction has 0 value and made out like I am shallow. This sounds like a very, very emotionally unstable woman, dude. I never asked her not to shave her head. Of course, dude. She's having a moment, dude. Maybe she's tired of guys just wanting her because she's beautiful. But a lot of guys initially look at women in that way. When I was younger, I used to look at women that way. Now I'm more about balance, right? It was sparked by asking me if I find bald women attractive, which I answered, not my type. Probably the majority, if not all other men, wouldn't be attracted to that, bro. I think she wants to shave her head to make me prove I love her. Well, if you're with a woman that does something stupid like that, just to try to get her to prove your love to her, if you've done all the right things, which it sounds like you have, to show how much you love her, why does she want you to further prove your love to her by shaving her head? That's an immature, insecure, and probably mentally and emotionally unstable woman, bro. There's no woman in her right damn mind that would shave her head. I could ask this woman that's watching the show right now that I'm getting to know if she would shave her head. She goes, 0% value. Okay, crazy. Yeah. Women have to think that you're at least cute or something like that, right? It's all good. Okay. My girlfriend asked me what my opinion is on women with shaved heads. I told her I don't find it attractive. Okay, we read that. Then she said she wants to shave her head so I would find her less attractive. Why the hell would you... Why the hell would any woman want to shave her head so her man can find her less attractive? There's something really internally wrong with this woman. Wow. I was honest and I said yes because it is a big turnoff for me but I would still love her regardless. Dude, that's not how I would have responded to that. This is how I would respond to that. You want to know how I would respond to that? I'd say, look, babe, I love you. We've been together for this amount of time. And what you're wanting to do is ridiculous. Babe, I'm not here to play games. If I haven't proven my love for you already, then maybe I'm not the right guy for you, babe. And if you want to end things right now, I don't want to end things, but if you want to end things, babe, I would understand. I'll just walk away, right? And that might trigger her to say, okay, fine, it's over, right? What happens if she does that? Okay. At that point, you say, okay, babe, I'm going to let you go. You know what? If you figure this out and, you change your mind and you get rid of that shitty attitude, give me a call if you change your mind, right? And then you turn, you walk away, you never look back, right? You don't call her, you don't text her, you don't email her, okay? You don't do anything, right? She's practically dead to you, right? In most cases, if she really loved you, she's testing you. She's testing your strength as a man. She'll call you right away, later that night, or she may run after you and say, wait, babe, don't leave, right? Right? But guys, if you're going to walk away like that, which is the right thing to do, because that's BS that you're being put through for no reason, you have to be congruent with your words and mean it. When you say you walk away unless she contacts you and apologizes and changes that shitty attitude, right? On the flip side, the same thing for women with men like that, right? This is ridiculous, right? The old counter intuition play to evoke love classic. Well, she's very insecure and probably a bit emotionally unstable. And she probably has some unresolved, issues stemming back to her childhood. Maybe she came from a broken household, etc. He should be asking that. When you get to know women, you have to ask them about their upbringing and their relationship with their parents, their mother and father. And if it is broken a little bit, then you have to gauge to see if they've worked through those unresolved issues. So you don't want to immediately eliminate somebody because they came from a broken household or they didn't have the best relationship with their family, because they might have worked through their issues and you might be giving up on a good thing. But, that's what you look for, right? Then she says it shouldn't matter to me if I loved her and that physical attractiveness is shallow. It's not shallow. It's shallow if you only date the perfect 10 woman, right? If you're looking for a woman that has the perfect hair, the perfect feet, the perfect height, the perfect weight, I mean, you're going to be single for the rest of your life. You're never going to find that person, right? That's shallow, right? But to have a certain level of standards is reasonable for any human being, right? I myself am not looking for the perfect skinny supermodel. I'm not. When I was younger, she had to be skinny and all that, and I found that hot, right? As I've gotten older, like, I'm beginning to see that these really skinny women that guys call hot are very unattractive to me, even though I'm pretty slender and decent shape, right? Like these really skinny women, like, honestly, like, even being with them, like, I'd probably snap them in half, no disrespect, right? I like a woman that looks like a woman. And, even if a woman puts on a few extra pounds, right? She carries it well, right? That's hot to me, right? You got a little extra cushion for the pushing on the backside. You've got, a chest, right? You know what I'm saying, right? So feeling physical attraction is not shallow. It has to, if you're not physically attracted to your partner, on top of being mentally stimulated by them constantly, emotionally bonded to them, and spiritually connected, if you don't have all that, including the physical, then it's never going to work. At some point, you're going to break up. She'll break up with you. You'll break up with her. It'll be a mutual breakup. If you're married, you'll go through a divorce, right? You have to figure out physical attraction right away. It's either there or it isn't. Attraction is a must and not a choice. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. Attraction is a must and not a choice. Okay? I said to her, for me, physical attractiveness is 10% of attraction in a partner. I think that's a little low, bro, but that's your standards. For me, it's 25%. But when I say 25%, I'm not saying that, like I would date a woman that's a 2.5 on the attraction scale of 1 to 10. What I'm saying is that I look at women at 5 or greater, right? A woman that's below a 5 on the scale of 1 to 10 is either extremely obese or overweight, smells with bad hygiene, and just has a lot of other physical, mental, and emotional issues, right? When I was younger, like I would only date women that were, maybe some 7s, but typically 8, 9s, and 10s, right? Now, I will date women that are considered even as low as a 5 on the attraction scale. And I don't even want to gauge it that way. I'm just sharing with you guys that beauty's in the eye of the beholder, right? Right? And to me, what was not hot when I was younger, or what is not hot to maybe most men, is super hot to me, right? So beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But 10%, bro, is quite low. But that's my opinion. 10% of attraction in the partner is what your physical attractive scale is valued at. She said as long as the person is a good character, she would be attracted to them physically. Well, yeah, and some men and women are actually like that. They're more about what's on the inside. But if you want something to work, there has to be at least some level of physical attraction. Okay? I believe there has to be some threshold of physical attraction for a romantic relationship. Otherwise, it is just a friendship. I agree. Let's read that again. I believe there has to be some threshold of physical attraction for a romantic relationship. Otherwise, it is just a friendship. Yeah. All right. Anyway, she tells me we are incompatible now and maybe we should break it off. I would break it off with her, bro. She's ridiculous. She's out of line. She's extremely insecure beyond the normal, reasonable level of women being naturally and biologically insecure. She's also emotionally unstable. Dude, this is your cue to exit stage left or stage right, bro. You got to let her go, bro. I mean, are you even getting any, bro? It sounds like you're not even getting any nookie, bro. That wouldn't work for me. I'll tell you that. Okay. After 4 years, you put up with this shit for 4 years? She twisted my honest answer saying physical attractiveness to me is so important. That is everything, etc. Said it is shallow. Well, dude, it shouldn't be everything, but it needs to be valued equally, right? If you're overvaluing it, dude, you're going to turn off any woman, right? The funny thing is, most women nowadays, whether they say it or not, they have to be 100% physically attracted to you, right? If you as a guy say the same thing, they're going to perceive you as shallow. To me, honestly, I don't value physical attraction at 100%. I value it at 25%. I value everything equally. The overall picture, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical, is all equally important to me. Can't have one without the other. They all coincide together. Okay? So, where are we at here? Let me scroll down. I feel like she is just trying to prove my love to her by shaving her hair to see if I leave. Dude, I think there are probably more issues that you let slide before this happened You let it slide because you're probably getting some good nookie girls, good loving, right? And maybe she cut off the loving now, and now she's basically she's testing you, dude. She's controlling you. If I was you, bro, I would say, look, this is not working for me anymore. Your attitude is just horrible. Whoops, your attitude is just horrible, and you're playing games. You're trying to dangle, our relationship on a carrot. You're trying to control things. If it's not natural for me, it's not going to work. And I just walk away and let her know, hey, look, I'm going to leave. If you change that attitude, give me a call and maybe we can work things out. But only call me if you change that attitude and realize it's not going to work for me. That's what you got to do, right? Where are we at? I find it annoying and toxic test because she is saying how she will never be good enough, etc., and she needs someone who will find her attractive no matter what. Well, here's the thing. When you first meet someone, you know if there's attraction there or not, right? If it's there from the beginning, why as a woman are you going to play games to see if a guy finds you attractive by shaving your head? That's part of what makes a woman feminine is her hair. Women make the biggest fucking deal about their hair, right? Well, they make the biggest deal about everything, but you know what I'm saying, right? Hair is a big deal, right? Right? It's a big turnoff. So she said, there are things about me that are a total turnoff, like some hairs on my back. And she said, when I am clean shaven, I look weird and my jaw is weak and small, which looks really bad. Dude, this woman is now fucking belittling you, dude. Now, dude, now she's trying to, what's the word I'm looking for here? She's trying to, hang on a second. She's trying to emasculate you. That's the word. I'm having some brain farts tonight. Pardon my French. She's trying to emasculate you, dude. You don't need to put up with that crap, dude. You got to get out of that. Behind the scenes says, 4 years, get that guy a medal. Yeah. God bless you, dude, because I wouldn't put up with that shit for even like a day or two, bro. That would be something that I would bring up right away, and I would walk, right? Like, I don't want to walk from any woman. I'm a faithful, loyal dude, but if a woman is treating me that way, dude, that's BS, dude. I'm out of that. Forget it, dude. Dude, you should already know the answer. I think the reason why he posted this is because he wants to see what these guys are going to say. Let me get through this. This is pretty long, actually. Contradicting what she said earlier about how to her physical attractiveness has 0%. He let some words out. Value. Otherwise, she wouldn't even find these things a turn off. If physical appearance meant nothing to her. Dude, do you realize she's contradicting herself, right? She's playing a game. There's something wrong there, bro. It's time for you to walk. I asked her to go and shave her head, and then she said no, she will do it when she feels in a good state of mind. Has this woman ever been in a good state of mind? Last week she paid for a hair color and cut, so I don't believe she wants to shave it. Just play games with me. Dude, this is totally a game, bro. You think this woman is crazy enough to shave her head? Maybe she is, but dude, this is ridiculous, man. Dude, I wouldn't put up with this even for a fraction of a second, bro. You're devaluing yourself as a human being, let alone a man, bro. I also feel like she doesn't value my feelings, knowing I find this such a turnoff. I think it is responsibility to each other to be physically attractive in a romantic relationship. Otherwise, might as well just never cut toenails or get fat and kill all physical chemistry. Dude, right now, dude, you're projecting. Right now, you're basically throwing out your frustration. And that's not what a man does. What a man does realizes that this woman is ridiculous and there's something wrong with her. And says, look, I'm not into playing games. I didn't sign up for this. We've been together for 4 years. This is BS, right? And I'm not going to put up with it. So either you get rid of that attitude or I'm going to walk. And she may say, okay, then, hey, you don't accept me for me, then walk. Okay, then you have to walk. You got to be congruent with your words. Then you walk. And if she really loves you, she'll chase you, apologize, and fix the issue. If she doesn't, then you let her go permanently and move on to somebody else. But for this to take 4 years to figure out, bro, wow. I wonder what else she put up with during those 4 years to get to this point, bro. Wow. As if sex doesn't matter. That doesn't matter one bit. All right. So I'm just going to tell this woman that if things work out, we're just going to hang out and go hiking. And we'll go on weekend getaways. We won't kiss. We'll get 2 separate beds. So we'll stay in the same hotel room, but get 2 separate beds, right? That doesn't matter. That sex doesn't matter. We don't need to do that. We just, we're just going to hang out because we just love hanging out with the opposite sex, like we do same-sex friends, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe I am wrong on this. You're not wrong, dude. You should just be walking, bro. You're completely right here. But dude, you're acting like a beta male, dude. You're acting like an insecure guy that's dependent on her still being with you for your happiness. TLDR, girlfriend asked me if I find shaven head attractive. I said no. Girlfriend wants to shave her head. I said okay. I will still love you, but answered honest about finding her less attractive if she does it. She called me shallow because I said physical attractiveness does have some importance to me. Update. So here's the update. Okay. The update is I asked her if she wants me to book her in with my barber. She said no, she will try and live with her hair until it cools down. I pressed it and she said, one day I will cut it after you die and it will feel so liberating and free. Dude, you got to get the hell out of this, man. This woman is just not healthy, dude. Either that or she's just trying to get you to dump her because she wants to leave you, bro. Dude. Do you have a spine, bro? Do you still have your nuts intact, dude? Seriously, man. It is very minimalistic, so I'm surprised you hate it that much. We should both go bald, actually. Oh, my God. This is pathetic, man. I said, just do it. And she said, nah, not now, not yet anyway, but one day. Let's forget it for now. Look forward to doing it in the future. Then she said she would do it, but wants a good relationship/sex. I said it will be the same, and I don't think you left out some words. I don't think she will do it. She's going to think about it. Dude, I would get rid of her. This dude says in the comments, bro, she's shit testing you. Break up with her. This is beyond the shit test. This is bullshit, right? This is BS. This is no test. This is BS, dude. This is beyond the shit test, man. I can understand the shit test. This is beyond it. Or book her an appointment with my barber for a head shave. Sounds like a 50s sitcom, no thanks, from behind the scenes. Yeah, don't worry about that. I won't put you through that. Trust me. I'm very attentive to the right woman. I don't overdo it, but I don't underdo it. I'm a well-balanced dude. Let me read a couple more here, folks, then we're going to go off the air. Get your questions, comments, and concerns in. Time to give her the boot, says Queen Helen Casey. Even Queen agrees in the chat. We are at 2 hours and 12 minutes, folks. Wow. Time flies. And Facebook and D Live are both clear. All right. Let's see. She probably won't ever shave her head, but regardless, her contradictory statements about you clean shaven and your jawline being weak, these are all tests to see if you're going to alpha up or let her win. I would never, ever put up with a woman saying that. I would leave her right away. Probably wouldn't even give her a second chance, even if she wanted one. Why is she with you for 4 years if she didn't like your clean-shaven head and your jawline, and she thought your jawline was weak? Were you providing for her, dude? Were you the Betamon provider? Right? The Betamon provider. Right? After 4 years, she's either looking to take things to the next level or she's becoming toxic. How about maybe she's been toxic all along and this guy let it slide because maybe he perceives her to be the best he can get, and she was cute and giving him sex, right? This guy's probably a provider. This is total beta male behavior. This is a beta male extraordinaire. I would never put up with like 1/100th of this bullshit at all. At all. She reckons she hates her hair and it is too hot, but summer's over in month. I think you meant to say 1 month. What do you mean by alpha up? Let her win. I told her I will leave then if she feels she needs to be with someone who doesn't care about physical attraction because she said we aren't a match anymore. 1 hour later, she called and asked me not to leave and to forget about it, but now I want to see if she shaves her head. This dude's all over the place, right? This is one big game between the two of them now, right? Why are you both wasting time playing a stupid game? Like, if I'm hanging out with a woman I'm with and I care for, I mean, I'm not going to waste time with this BS. I'm going to be making out with her and snuggling up with her and doing other things and going hiking and just having fun, man. Well, what the hell kind of crap is this, man? We already live together? Oh, boy. Are you on a lease together? And she doesn't want marriage and can't and doesn't want kids. I think she's doing it because she's insecure, toxic. Yeah, then why are you still with her, bro? Yeah, it sounds like you're both real toxic. I agree. This is a codependent, toxic relationship. We're going to chalk it up to that. Okay? You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share this story. I'm going to share the link to in the chat on YouTube, on Facebook, and D Live. If you folks want to read, there's a lot more to it, but I'll be here all night if I go through this. And to be quite honest with you, it's kind of getting annoying to me how pathetic both of them are. It's just, this is like a codependent relationship. Absolutely pathetic. Well, dude, best of luck to you, dude. Get out while you can, bro. You've been sucked into the vortex way too long. It's probably costing you a pretty penny, but anyway, it is what it is. To each its own, right? All right, folks. I don't tell people what to do. I help people get what they want. Anyway. All right, folks. We're going to wrap things up right now. We're at 2 hours and 16 minutes. I really enjoyed the show tonight. I want to thank you, American Dream, for your two $5 super chats for a total of $10. I appreciate that. Another thing, like I mentioned, folks, coming soon to all YouTube monetized channels like mine. Some have received access to this already, but others haven't. They're adding a super thanks feature, meaning that now on pre-recorded videos, when they finally release it to all channels, you're going to be able to send a super thanks comment, a donation, through the YouTube Google system on pre-recorded videos, or when your live stream ends and goes to a replay. When you do live streams or you premiere videos, meaning that when you first launch the video, you have a live chat and it's a premiere, you watch along with your fans, and it shows the same chat as the live stream does. You have the super chat down below, but they're bringing that to pre-recorded content in a different way, and that's going to be awesome. So, folks, if you enjoyed the content and you want to help support the channel and help this message move further, you can make a donation in any amount through Super Chat. I also have Cash App and PayPal. The links are in the description sections of Facebook and YouTube, and also they are scrolling. Those links are scrolling every 7 minutes in the chat by way of Nightbot. So thank you again, American Dream. Mike, reach out to me at some point later tonight or tomorrow if you want to talk. And thank you to Queen Helen Casey for being here, and anyone else that I missed, and anyone else watching that wasn't chatting. And ma'am, thank you so much for being here throughout this entire show and learn a little bit more about what I do. I greatly appreciate that as well. With that being said, have yourselves a great night. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Bye.